Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hola chicos, buenos días.
Hola.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola, buenos días a todos chicos. Bueno, ahora Marta, ¿estás por aquí, verdad?
Yes.
Sí, vale. Bueno chicos, pues como sabéis, Jerry está malito, el pobre, así que Marta se va a hacer cargo de las clases, ¿vale? Yo os dejo con ella, ¿vale? Y cualquier duda que tengáis o cualquier cosilla, pues me contáis luego, ¿vale? O me podéis llamar o me podéis escribir o como queráis, ¿vale? Y nada, cualquier cosilla estamos aquí para ayudaros, ¿ok? Gracias a todos y espero que Jerry se reanude las clases lo antes posible, pero bueno, mientras que esté el pobre pues ahí un poco ingresado, pues le va a ser imposible, ¿vale? Así que nada, bueno chicos, ánimo a todos y me alegro de veros. Un abrazo, chao.
Okay, guys, so nice to meet you, and we are going to start. Today we're going to be working on word building, okay? If you have exercises with Jerry to correct, you will correct them with him, okay? Today we're going to be working on word building.
Okay, do you hear me well, guys? I hope so. Okay, so we're okay. You can disconnect. Well, you know that you have this option. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so now you should be able to see what I am seeing myself. And as I have already told you, word building is a very important part in your exam. Okay, this is the structure of your exam. Let me show you. Well, you know this because you are used to. So you in this exercise in your exam, we will do one day these things. You have to change the grammatical category of the words so that they fit into the gaps. So for example, from long, you can have in the gap longer, longest, length, lengthen, lengthening. Okay, so you need to know how to form all these words. So this is word building. So I'm going to be reading this for you so that you know this better. So in one section, as I have told you, of the Cambridge First Certificate Use of English paper, you are asked to complete a paragraph supplying verbs derived from a root word that is given to you like this, according to many, and you have a word in bold, as in here, and you have to change the grammatical category. I suppose you know all of these. I take it for granted, but I'm just reviewing. So according to many scientists, you need the noun because you've got here a determiner, which is many. Sports can be very, is an adverb, so you would be an adjective. You would need an adjective. So valuable, okay? Sports can be very valuable, training people to overcome their whatever. So in the first case, well, what I have seen, blah, 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 blah. And the best way to learn, I'm here. The best way to learn new vocabulary is to meet it in context in the course of your reading. But while you probably know the root words that are given in most cases, friend, for example, you may not know or may not have seen the abstract noun. Okay, you may know friend, but maybe friendship, which is amistad, maybe you don't know, or you do, I don't know. Or the adjective, which looks like an adverb, friendly, or the negative form of the adverb, which is unfriendly. So the root words may be verbs, noun, or adjectives, but many of them belong to related families. For instance, from the adjective root sweet, a lo mejor nos ponen sweet in the example in this, and we may have, I'm lost. We may have sweeten, which is the verb, endulzar, the noun sweetness, dulzura, and the adverb sweetly. Okay, so we are going to do this to practice this part of the exam. Okay, so normally now what we are doing before starting with this is that I want you to look at here, and I want you to form nouns. I want you to read this, okay, and I want you to form nouns from these adjectives. These are adjectives: bright, dark, deep. Pues por ejemplo, si deep es profundo, quiero que me pongáis profundidad. Okay, I want you to make this, to read this, and to make this. I give you time and we correct it now. Do you know what you have to do? Okay, perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, thank you. You can write if you have finished, or you can tell me through the microphone, okay? As you want. Perfect. So we are going to be correcting it. I don't know how you do it with Jerry. What I do. Okay, almost done. Okay, so I give you more time. What I do with my students is that they put the microphone and they participate. So you can do whatever. If you want to write it, you can write the answer now when we correct it, or well, you can just connect your microphone. Okay, I'm going to do it here in a word so that you can see it better. So we've got the adjective bright, okay, which would be brillante, okay, and what we need is brillo. We need the noun. So what do you have, guys?
Brightness.
Brightness, very good. Very good. Bright, brightness, dark, and the noun is
Darkness.
darkness. Also, you can encounter dark, dark or darkness. Okay, both are correct. I saw you in the dark last night, so you could have dark also. Deep,
Depth.
depth, very good. Fresh, and we need frescura, so that would be
Freshness.
freshness, very good. Light would be claro, and we need claridad o ligereza también. This is very easy.
Brightness.
Very good. Lightness. Lightness. Long. This is an irregular. Long. Y largura es length. Yes, very good. Length. We have mad and mad is like crazy, so we need the word for locura in English, which is
Madness.
madness. Very good. Quiet. We need the word for tranquilidad, something like that. Yes, tranquilidad.
This comes
Quiet.
quite.
Quietness. Very good. Then we have weak, so that would be weakness, and wide, débil, debilidad, ancho, y amplitud would be wideness. Okay, so normally you have, what can we observe in this exercise? That when you form nouns from adjectives, they are going to have the suffix ness. But then we have irregulars such as these, okay, that you have to learn by heart. Okay, I suppose you find these, well, I don't know if you are learning new words. I hope so. And now I want you to do this in here, okay? Now form verbs in the same way from the following. Now you have adjectives, but you have to form verbs. For example, I'm going to do one. Fat es gordo. So we would need engordar, which is fatten. Okay. Fresh, hard, long, so you should be doing this by now. Okay, I give you time. Perfect. So we are going to correct it. Very good, guys. Thank you. Okay, so in these verbs, this is an adjective, this is a verb. These verbs are Germanic. This means they have this ending. Tienen esa terminación, the Germanic verbs. Those are Scandinavian. They are English. And they do not have a Latin root. So they are different, but they are regular verbs. So fatten would be the first column, like the infinitive. Fattened would be the past simple, and fattened would be the past participle. So maybe in the exam, if you have a sentence, you have a gap, and then you need to put this verb, but you have she has, you need a present perfect, so you would put fattened. Okay, she has fattened during quarantine, for example. So these work as regular verbs. With this said, let's go to correct. We had fresh. So, what would be the answer for fresh?
Freshen.
Freshen. And freshen is refrescar, okay? Good.
Sorry, Marta.
Yes.
Maybe the solution will be refresh.
Refresh. You could say refresh. Yes.
Okay.
Very good. This is another possibility. This is totally freshen. Sorry. This computer is very, very small and I cannot write well. Yes, in this case, we're adding suffixes, but this is a synonym, okay? This is the same, totally. If you say el perro se está refrescando, you could say the dog is getting, and now you need the participle, so it's getting freshened, okay? Así que esto luego se conjuga como un verbo y lo puedo poner en pasiva. I can put it in any verbal tense. Okay, the dog, sorry, getting freshened. Good. Hard.
Harden.
Harden, very good. So harden es endurecerse. For example, I can say nowadays, social measurements have been hardened due to COVID-19. Okay, so social measurements have been hardened. Se han endurecido las medidas sociales debido al. Okay. So you use these verbs, okay? You're going to use them. Good. Long. We need the verb, so it was length was the noun, so you need lengthen, alargar. So an example would be, it was a 2 hours trip, but it was lengthened because my children were playing and it was lengthened. So you're going to use these verbs a lot. Ripe means maduro, but you wouldn't say ripe for a person, okay? You would say ripe for a fruit, okay, maduro. And madurar is
Ripen.
ripen, yes. Here you've got ripe and here ripen. Good. Sharp, afilado, so you need afilar.
Sharpen.
Sharpen. So, voy a afilar el cuchillo. I'm going to sharpen the knife. Sharp, soft. Soft. The verb is
Soften.
soften. Very good. So, soften would be suavizar. Then you've got a straight, so it is going to be a straighten. A straighten. Enderezar. In case you've got long hair, you can say, I have straightened my hair today. Me he alisado el pelo. Alisar, poner recto. Straighten, endurecer, poner recto. Good. I'm doing it myself because we go faster, and then in other exercises I will ask you for your participation also. Thick, espeso, and thicken. Espesar, okay? You can use this even for when you are cooking for a sauce. This sauce has to be thickened. And the last one is white and blanco. This is blanco. You know that colors are adjectives. And whiten would be blanquear. Ah, me voy a blanquear los dientes. I'm going to have my teeth whitened. This structure is have something done. This is passive. I don't know if you have seen it. Good. Do you have doubts from this exercise? I don't think so because it was pretty straightforward. Okay, perfect. Let's go into another. So I'm going to give you time to do to complete this exercise. In this exercise, you have to complete the following sentence with appropriate words derived from the root words supplied. So in this case, you have dark. So let's see what you put. In this case, dark. So you have to change the grammatical category of the word. Do just until 7 included, okay? I'm going to try to send it to you. Let me see if I can send it to you. How can I send it? Well, in any case, let me see. In the chat. Let me see, guys. There you have it. This is what we are going to be doing in the classes, okay? So there you go. You're welcome. Well, now that you have the document, now that you have it, we can do the whole two. Hacemos el dos entero, okay? So that it would be easier now that you have the document. Okay, if you're finishing, let me know, okay? Okay, we are going to correct it. We're going to do it together. Okay, I'm gonna put it bigger. I know you have the document, but anyway. So, guys, the sky and filled with black clouds. What I need, I have here a conjunction, which is and. So this means that when you see and, this is putting together two things in common. So this means that you're going to have here the same grammatical category and the same thing as in here. So feel is a verb in the past tense. So you would be needing in here this verb in the past tense. So what do you have?
Darkened.
Very good. Darkened with ed at the very end. Very good. December 21st is one of the
Darkness.
no easier. It is easier. Podéis contestar también por el chat o hablando, ¿eh? Si os da vergüenza, lo ponéis por el chat. Darkest, darkest. Sometimes darkest, the superlative, okay? The comparative would be darker, darkest, the darkest days, one of the darkest days, uno de los días más oscuros. Good. of the year because there are very few hours of sunlight. 3, he thinks it is a sign of to admit that blah blah, a sign of from
Weakness.
weakness, very good. Weakness, the noun. Es un símbolo de, es un signo de debilidad. To admit that he's wrong, but I would change
Glad
my
it?
view. How, could you repeat, please?
Glad it?
No, because what you want to say would be, I would be
Gladden.
glad. But no, this is not the case. Sería be glad, not glad it. Okay, guys, I'm telling you a secret. Well, this is not a secret. The secret, the thing is that change is a verb, right? Do you see it clearly that this is a verb?
Yes.
Okay, so before a verb, normally you are going to have an adverb. Adverb. So adverb plus verb. So adverb means, in Latin, ad means antes del verbo va el adverbio. So gladly, we add ly. Añadimos ly. I would gladly change my view if I thought it would do any good. This is a conditional. Okay, you are supposed to be recognizing the structures and so on. Let's go in with number 4. The of spring flowers, her heart. This is very poetical. You have the, so you need the noun of fresh.
Freshness?
Freshness, very good. Freshness. The freshness of the spring flowers, her heart. Una frase no nos la vamos a encontrar sin verbo. So we need a verb.
Gladden.
Gladdened. Normally you're going to have it in the past with, and you have to add another D. I'm going to write it like this. Gladdened. Gladdened her heart. That is why it's very poetical. 5, at first, they were surprised by the, if you have the, you are going to have a noun. The noun of a strong?
Strength.
Strength, very good, with TH at the very end. Of the resistance to their plan, but now it seems to be careful with this. It seems to be
Wicked.
No. It seems to be
Weakened.
more option. No.
Weak.
No. More guesses. It is, yes?
Witness?
No. You need, if you reread the sentence, it says, at first they were surprised by the strength of the resistance to their plan, but now it seems to be weakening. Parece que se está debilitando. Lo que acaba, perdón, yes, lo he puesto bien. Lo que acaba en ing es normalmente un gerundio, ando, endo, yendo, going, andando, walking, weak, weakening. Weaken, tenemos weak, débil. Luego lo hacemos verbo y luego ponemos el ing. It seems to be, parece que se está debilitando, weakening. Okay, 6. He should go on a diet. De estos ejercicios, quedaos con expresiones, porque así es como se va aprendiendo nuevo vocabulario. Por ejemplo, ponerse a dieta no es to put you on a diet, es go on a diet. ¿Veis? De aquí podéis sacar expresiones de estos ejercicios. Bueno, de estos y de todos. He should go on a diet because he's got much... He should go on a diet because he's got much...
Fatness.
This is not totally wrong, but no, it doesn't fit. This is not a collocation. Tiene mucha gordura. No, you wouldn't say that. Fatter. It is fatter. Yes, with double T.
Fatter.
Very good. Fatter. And the kind of food he's fond of es aficionado a, is very... We need the adjective because you have very. Cuando veáis very, aquí hay un adjetivo, ¿eh?
Fat.
Not fat, but fatty. Fat también es un adjetivo. Pero necesitamos fatty, porque es comida que engorda. Bueno, engordas tú, no la comida, but in any case is fatty. Good. Little by little, step by step, we will achieve our purpose. 7. You can't expect me to sit here when I know someone is deliberately... Okay. What do you have in the first gap?
Quietness.
No.
Quietly.
Quietly, yes, because it's how. If it answers the question how, is manner. So that would be an adverb. Is you can expect me to sit here. How? You need an adverb. ¿Cómo me siento? Tranquilamente. Okay. When I know someone, be careful, is. So we need is deliberately. Deliberately is doing something on purpose. Is my character.
Blacken.
No. You need the present continuous.
Blackening.
Yes, blackening. Like this. I'm going to try to. Black. We have black, then blacken, which is a verb, and blackening. Blackening, yes. So in the exam, you don't just have to pay attention to, is this a verb? No, but in what tense? Vale, es un verbo, pero ¿cómo lo pongo? Pongo el participio, pongo el present continuous, so in this case, ing. The only way to produce a square room would be to, so to means verb. To what?
Writing. Ah.
Sure,
No,
this one.
no, shorten.
Shorten, very good. Shorten. We add en. The only way to produce a square room would be to shorten the front wall. And, if you have and, lo que os he dicho antes, si tenemos and, aquí vamos a poner lo mismo que aquí, porque era an. And, now, the verb of long.
Lengthen.
Lengthen, very good. And lengthen the side wall so that como tenemos de, hemos dicho que si teníamos un de, luego me va a venir un nombre. Entonces, the noun of long.
Length.
Length. Y otra vez lo mismo, si tenemos and, aquí es otra vez un noun. Entonces, the noun of wide.
Wideness.
Ok, vale. Hemos dicho antes wideness. Soy consciente. You can have wideness like amplitude, ¿vale? That would be amplitude. But in this case is width, which is anchura, ¿vale? Tenemos dos formas. I know that before we have said wideness, and it is correct because it's amplitude, but you can have anchura, which is width. In this case, in the gap is width, okay?
Sorry.
Yes.
Entonces, para amplitud es wideness,
Yes.
pero para anchura es
Width.
width.
Yes. Y ambas
Ok.
vienen de wide. Tienen la misma raíz.
Okay.
They have the same root.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you have questions, you should ask. And the last one. What a lovely day, he said. She said. She said how you say something. Now you need the adverb. The adverb of bright.
Brighten.
No, the adverb. Normally, adverbs are formed normally adding by adding the suffix li. Not always, okay, but normally when you have li is like, sorry, I'm mixing Spanish and English. Es como mente en español, ¿vale? Li. So, happy, feliz, happily, felizmente. Okay? So when I say adverb, I mean this. We have adverbs that have no li. We have the adverb, for example, far. This is an adverb and we don't add anything. ¿Vale? Es decir, esto lo digo en español para que todo el mundo me entienda perfectamente. En los adverbios, cuando yo digo adverbio, me refiero a cuando decimos el sufijo mente en español, el sufijo mente normalmente es li. Pero no siempre puedo tener adjetivos que acaben en li o puedo tener otra cosa que acabe en li. Normalmente es un adverbio, pero también podemos tener adverbios que no tengan li, sino que sea una palabra sin una desinencia. ¿Vale? Ok, so, what a lovely day, she said. ¿Cómo dice esta chica, what a lovely day? Brightly. Okay, but you have noise.
Deaf. Oh.
In this case, you have noise, ruido. Ruido es un nombre. Sé que esto de aprenderos, ay, si esto es un nombre, un adverbio, madre mía, pero ¿para qué me sirve esto? Sirve para esta parte del examen. Entonces, a ver, si tenemos en el examen un hueco y un verbo, normalmente aquí voy a poner, normalmente, esto no es 100%, voy a poner un adverbio. Si tengo un hueco, un adjetivo, a ver, voy a poner un ejemplo. I highly recommend you the film. ¿Vale? He puesto aquí, imaginaos que esto era el hueco, ¿vale? De high, y me pone aquí high. Highly, porque aquí es recommend. Si tenemos un adjetivo, aquí va a ser un adverbio también. I am extremely happy. I am completely happy. If you have a noun, you have here an adjective. Okay, this is the case. This is the case. And what other options can you have? If you have something and here you have a noun, here you are going to have a noun. If you have here an adjective, here you need the adjective. If you have a verb, verb. Okay, because it is put together by this preposition. Adjetivo y nombre in this case is well, a big boy. That would be, boy is a noun, big is an adjective. Adverbio, verbo, adjetivo. I'm missing something, but in this case, noise is a noun, so we need the adjective of deaf. And deaf in the example means ensordecer. So we need ensordecedor. This is difficult because nobody speaks like that even in Spanish. Nadie dice el ensordecedor ruido. Well, maybe if you're too poetical, yes, but we don't speak like that. In English, this is the same, okay? But well, in literature, we can encounter this. So, el ruido ensordecedor, it says the deafening noise. ¿Ok? Si tenéis de, normalmente vais a tener aquí un nombre, pero si tenéis ya el nombre, aquí va un adjetivo. ¿Vale? Os estoy dando trucos que espero que os sirvan. So that would be it. So, what a lovely day, she said brightly. But the deafening noise from the street outside where the workmen were, and where is the auxiliary of the past continuous, so you need the verb in the past continuous form. Where?
Didn't.
No, where didn't is passive. So no, where the workmen, donde los trabajadores estaban, y quiere decir ensanchando la carretera. Widening.
Widening. Eso, widening.
Yes. Widening. ¿Por qué pongo ing? Porque tengo el where. Tengo este where. Entonces, en el examen no es solo saber si tengo que poner aquí un adjetivo, un nombre o un verbo, luego tengo que pensar, vale, a lo mejor es un nombre, pero le tengo que añadir una S, o lo tengo que poner con un prefijo en negativo, ¿ok? I hope this is good practice for you. Let's see another exercise from this, and if we have time, we speak a little bit. And we would continue with this photocopy here in class next class. So now I'm sure you have seen these suffixes, which are full and less, and I'm going to be reading. Adjectives ending in full and less are formed from a large number of common nouns. Okay, so from a noun, for example, you have peace, path. Peaceful would be the adjective. In general, those ending in full indicate that the person or thing shows, that the person or thing shows or has that quality. So beautiful, a beautiful person is one who has beauty. Okay, beautiful viene de beauty. A merciful person shows mercy, piedad. A hopeful person indicates a person with hope. In the same way, the less ending indicates that the person or thing lacks or does not show the quality. So, full is for positive things and less is for negative things. Or is without it. A merciless person shows no mercy, and a hopeless situation is one without hope or of a solution. Here it says study whatever, but we don't have it. Well, study appendix, we're not going to do that. So you can have also the difference between words such as helpless and unhelpful. Luego, hay a veces que tenéis el less y el full con un prefijo negativo. Hemos dicho, quedaos con esto. Quiero que os quedéis con esto. Full es algo positivo, less negativo. Lacking the quality of. Si yo te digo hopeful, es una persona con esperanza. Hopeless, sin esperanza. Okay, but in this case, it's from help, and helpless would be indefenso, okay, with no help, and unhelpful would be de poca ayuda, algo de poca ayuda. Well, this is not going to be as difficult as this. We're going to practice this. You have the document, so we do this, all of this. We do all of this, and we finish. Okay. So we're going to do one together. We're going to do one together. I'd like to live in a nice spot. So I need the adjective. So peaceful. Peaceful. A spot is place. Okay. In the country. And now I need the adjective from sleepy, old village where nothing changes. So I give you time to do this. Okay, I give you 1 minute more in case some of you haven't finished. And we correct it. Okay, I suppose you all have finished or are finishing. Let's correct it. In this exercise, you are going to have more or less all the time adjectives, okay? And let's see, number 2, I don't know if we are going there for our holiday yet. It's still, what do you have?
Doubting?
No, try to put a suffix.
Doubtful.
Doubtful, yes. That we don't know. It's still doubtful means we don't know. So it's, and this is an expression to be arguing about what to do when we get there. What do you have in this? It's an adjective.
Pointly.
No, not pointly. So
Pointless.
it's pointless. This is an expression. It is pointless means no tiene sentido, no vale de nada, no merece la pena discutir sobre cuándo nos vamos a ir de vacaciones si no sabemos. Okay. Okay, you have, I don't know if we're going there for our holiday yet. No sé si vamos a ir de vacaciones ahí todavía. It's still doubtful. Todavía no lo sabemos. So, it's pointless. No sirve de nada hablar sobre eso. 3. The room was, be careful, was, no está diciendo que the room was beautiful y aquí se acaba, que hay un punto y se acaba, no. Dice, the room was designed. Design is a verb, so remember what we've said. Verb, adverb. I need the adverb of beauty. The room was
Beautifully.
beautifully. Beautifully es de las pocas palabras en que ponemos dos L's. Siempre en los exámenes ponéis, no digo vosotros, digo en general, dos L's a esta terminación y normalmente beautiful lleva una L, ¿vale? Y si ya hago el adverbio, ya sí que le añado beautifully. So, the room was beautifully designed and decorated. I need the same, the adverb here.
Tastefully.
Tastefully, decorada con gusto. tastefully. Tastefully decorated. She moves, number 4. She moves so about the tennis court that it is a pity she makes so many, okay, mistakes. I have to read it also. So she moves so, now I need an adverb, so gracefully, okay, gracefully. Es decir, solo añado doble L cuando acaba en full, pero full no va así, nunca, ¿vale? Full siempre va así, pero sí que es verdad que si añado ya esto, sí tiene doble L. Gracefully about the tennis court, it was something like that. About the tennis court, that it is a pity she makes so many mistakes. We need an adjective. Yes? Repeat, please.
Careless.
Careless, very good. Careless. I add the suffix less. Many careless mistakes. I was lost, 5. I was lost in a strange city and felt
Helpless.
helpless, very good, indefenso, indefensa, because I could not speak the language. When I finally found someone who spoke English and asked her the way, she was
Helpful.
unhelpful. Necesitamos algo en negativo. Hemos dicho que full era positivo, pero si ya le pongo algo negativo, pues es negativo, ¿no? Esto era negativo, pero tenían un significado diferente. Helpless era indefenso, tú te pierdes por ahí y estás indefenso. Pero cuando preguntas a alguien y no te sabe decir dónde estás, es de poca ayuda. Unhelpful. Unhelpful. I don't know, she said, and walked away. Dijo, no sé. Ella dijo, no sé, y se fue. 6. He was very upset to discover that the painting he thought was only a copy and almost... So he thought that the painting was real and was the adjective of value.
Valueless.
No, because you need something positive.
Valuable.
Valuable. Okay. She thought that the painting, or he was very upset to discover that the painting he thought was valuable was only a copy and almost, and I need this in the negative, worth.
Worthless.
Worthless, yes, worthless. Que no merecía la pena. Good. I was very... Y te pone gratitude. Bueno, esto es más difícil. Gratitude. I was very... ¿Qué tenéis?
Grateful.
Grateful, very good. I was very grateful, like this, to her, for her. And I have thought. I need. Thought es pensamiento, pero quiere decir considerado, su consejo considerado. So it is for her thoughtful advice. Thoughtful es considerado. Oh, you're very thoughtful. Eres muy considerado porque has pensado, del verbo pensar, think, en alguien, so, and that's it. When I was young, when I was leading an... This is in negative. You need this in negative. I'm going to tell you because this was more difficult. an aimless existence. This is negative. She put me on the road to a, and you know this. Exitoso, ¿cómo es exitoso?
Successful.
Successful, very good, successful. And the last one, when I was a child and suffered. Hours, como tenemos un nombre, tenemos que poner aquí el adjetivo. ¿Qué tenéis? Pain.
Painful.
Painful hours at the dentist. I always wondered why dentists were so...
Truthless.
Vale, en este caso es untruthful. 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 Why couldn't they be honest and say this is going to hurt? Okay, guys, you don't have doubts? Where I don't know. Do you have doubts? We will be working if we continue. No, okay, thank you. If we continue with these classes, these lessons, I will see you on Wednesday by the moment, okay? And we will continue to do this photocopy in class. And if we finish it, we will do a speaking. Like I will be asking you questions like in the exam, for the exam, okay? Okay, guys, thank you so much for everything. Hope you are well. Have fun and see you on Wednesday by the moment. Okay?